In a Saturday, we are here on Showbiz Review Extra. Folks, my name is DJ Slim, and I'm here with the entire team. Production by Debbie Sway, Mr. Hagler. And Debbie, how you doing?
I am doing good.
We're wrapping up the week's hottest entertainment stories here. From now till it's 12 midday. So we are going to start from Monday, Tuesday, run you through to Friday. And of course, if there's something breaking even today, we will deliver them fresh from Nature God for you. Zeal is up in the building. Zeal, how you doing, bro?
Charlie, I've
I've
been told to learn more training to me.
So you know the speak tree, yeah?
I speak, but
deep, no, and elective, no.
But what other language do you speak?
I speak Gan.
You speak Gan?
Okay.
Yes, I understand Ewe.
Unuga. So we okay.
That one day, I know the bab.
For real?
Hey, it is
Zero
sound. Nah. Tell your thing, me jug my. And no na minim.
New for
And obake.
The famous Obake. But anyway, we're kicking off with our weekly trends, and Debbie Sway is here to dish us the stories. Debbie,
Yeah.
what happened during the week?
During the week, Ghana Black Stars was in the news. And of course, Ghana won against Central African Republic 5-0. Yeah, so Ghana won by 5 goals, and Klah had 0. And tomorrow is Sunday, right?
Yes.
And then we'll be playing against Comoros, I guess.
Yeah.
And before the match, actually on the show, we called here on Hits, we called, viewers were calling, listeners were calling, and then most of them were saying, they don't have Vim. The Ghana will win because Otuado is still in the cuts. And Sports Minister Kofi Adams also came after the match. He also said that when Otuado did, it was luck. But he said it was luck, and he still has concerns about his coaching. Still, on Jinindi say only GD cry say only able to me call World Cup. So yeah, I mean, it's been something like that. But how was the performance for you?
The Black Stars performance, I mean, 5 goals up is not. Be children. Yeah. Be children. But then, people on the other side will also say that, look, it's because the team then shine. Central African Republic. And you could clearly see from how they played from the blast of the whistle in the first half to the blast of the whistle in the second half. You realize that they were just not a competitive team for the Black Stars. Yeah. They were technically they were off. They don't have the right type of players. They don't have the quality of players that we have. Now, it's quite intimidating when you're playing against Ghana because the level or the quality of players that we have, these are world standard players. I mean, from goalkeeper to striker. And people will argue with me when I say world-class standard. Benjamin Asare is no joke.
Yeah.
I mean, for a keeper to keep clean sheet in several league games, it's not easy. And it's a very, very competitive league. The type of league that we have is filled with a lot of ways and means.
Yeah.
If you understand what I mean when it comes to football, when you say ways and means. Ways and means, then still no free score. Hey, Charlie. Then take your picture, go give Malam, say, this guy make a squam. Still, they no free squam.
Oh, Charlie.
No, so if you respect Benjamin Asare, respect the keeper. He's done well. Yeah, I respect him a lot, and he's a proud SM fan as well. Until Kolego no side 100, don't joke with that man. Although he's not played any international football yet, as he played for any international club yet. I mean, he's still a world-class keeper. Talk about Antoine Semenyo, talk about Kudus, Thomas Partey. These are world standard. Charlie, you need lose so be our set anymore. So I mean, I believe we did well. Your performance in a bro, so we are just too much for them. I think our biggest test, and it's not even big, is because they were not supposed to even score us in the first place. That was Comoros. They were not supposed to even score us the last time in the first place. So I think that would be the icing on the cake. But I believe Ghana, we've already qualified. The Akane any Trump
US.
Yeah, any Trump. The Akane any Trump physical.
And one say you overstay. Yeah, beko.
Okay,
our president says when we go, we should not overstay. Including myself. You're not going to overstay.
Okay.
And
why are you choosing Canada and now say Mexico and now
US.
Okay.
Trump
what do you say games in Ghana games in Mexico?
Oh, NC. And I went to pray, Charlie. NC. We cancel Mexico. US and Canada, we are good. But Mexico, no. We cancel it.
Okay.
Anyways, but how was it for you, Zeal? How was the whole match? Otuado's performance? They've been talking a lot. Speculations are saying, he will not take us to the World Cup, and then they might bring another coach to, join the team. But what are your thoughts?
The players are good. If you are judging based on their club performance, we don't have any player lacking. But coaching Asemoho, I don't think Otuado is the right coach to take us to the World Cup. Why are they? And I don't know why EAG and you over 5-0 over Central African Republic.
Yeah. What team the UDS for the show?
Yeah, meaning that EAG and I feel we are excited over nothing.
Yeah, over nothing.
Yes, and although you better qualify, hook or crook, but at the end of the day, I don't think because the system are all.
Yeah.
The style of play. It's not like even England. Cecilia Tuchel, coach, to me, Bob say they are playing something. There's a system they are following. But when it's like, Charlie Kudus, you know how to play already until they're corner cover. So I don't come to my call them and put them on the field of play and just allow them to play. So it's a coach now fine. The answer is the
Some argue that with respect to national teams, coaches don't have enough time to build a team for a tournament, because most of them are professionals that are already playing for their professional football clubs. Almost always it has to be for Kobo, because you can't have them and camp them for a season for you to build the team chemistry, all those things. Just and even a formation, like a proper formation that is a custom-made formation for the national side. Time be I don't know. Say, freeway.
But Slim, sometimes I was even said that is why you are the coach. That is why you are supposed to keep tabs on all these players. Send your friend, you know that sin or ball. When the person coming fits your system and our style of player, you as a coach,
True.
But if you don't have that in mind, now Fred from Keka, Omoba, there you see that after field no so no, unhunyo bibo.
As a more coins a Google form.
And almost
Hey, easy. Well, tomorrow we are playing against Comoros, right?
Yeah.
So we share near EBC.
Meko Park.
But what's the fee for?
I think VIP is 1,000 cedis. It comes down to 500 and then 300 and then the lowest is like 50 or 30.
So there is a
okay, when you're ticket
VIP 250, then the popular stand is 50. There was 100 for the center line, and it's going to be an interesting day. Yesterday I was at the stadium. The Black Stars had their final training. 7 p.m. So not whether or not you're cool, just here. And Charlie, I've gotten my jersey too. So,
are we getting a halftime performance?
Not yet. But what makes me so happy is that our brothers are suffering. Nigeria. Because the funny thing, Nigeria, they have done everything possible
to qualify
to make it happen. But Sisiana, that is how I wanted it to be. I didn't want them to feel like we are not going. I want them to have a feeling that we are going. Then last day, no, not a Pasca. In Sisiana Omwaye.
What's
Sisiana Omwaye.
Almost it.
Be like
Professor Rambi.
This year, on final game, they are playing against Benin.
Yeah.
Benin has 17 points.
Okay.
Nigeria has 14. South Africa has 15.
Okay.
So
So
they are
it's
third.
Benin first, South Africa second.
And
Nigeria
Yes, now Nigeria can beat Benin 2-0 to qualify. Only if South Africa loses or draws. But what the funny thing is that now South Africa need...
Almost started your calculations. He said,
I'm calculating Kwano the unim. After calculation in the museum, all South Africa need is Nigeria should beat Benin. So Nigeria should Benin. Nigeria will get 17. Now South Africa, if they're able to beat Rwanda, Homa, Omia 18, and they've qualified. So now Nigeria may end up doing Nkusi Juma. Like they will beat Benin.
but
Now Adena easy for South Africa to qualify. This is Sani Juma na ko.
Osaso ma Benin.
About draw so Benin ko. About draw so it's just omuno. Omunim yet
But say AFCON or ma qualify.
all they need to qualify is that South Africa loses to Rwanda in South Africa. And they beat Benin by 3 goals.
3 goals.
Which is not a joke because Benin, they are a very formidable side. The first league, Nigeria couldn't beat them. Into Ejuma my brothers. Into picture we know.
I didn't pa.
I'm force you.
I didn't.
But anyway,
Sorry.
yeah. And yes, I mean, that was what happened. No matter how high the Eagles will soar, they can never reach the stars. These are the words, what do I say, of a Ghanaian Black Star supporter. Yeah, 2025. Well, let's move away from that. Let's move away from that. Charlie, OMCs, that is the oil marketing companies, are cautioning consumers, say we should prepare for further hikes in fuel prices in the coming weeks. For more bedding.
more dollars about.
More dollars about today in AC.
Ghana should be injected.
Yo. Well, anyways, they are saying that, I mean, all of these adjustments is because of the increase in international crude oil prices. Exactly. And persistent change in rate pressures. And, you know, it is out of their, you know, what's it called?
Their control.
It's out of their control. Exactly. It's not like it's something that is... deliberate. Oh, Zeal, thank you so much. Exactly. Pacho, any for us that consume for, I don't consume for, but then for you, DJ Slim, who consumes for all the time, please be noted. Your car consumes fuel, so Charlie, everyone should be cautioned on that. Well, away from that, this week also, Chairman Wontumi was rearrested, and it's not looking good.
Stronger
but then,
than appetite.
exactly, I tell you, I mean, there was this video of him, blowing kisses and giving us the salutes like some Kwame Nkrumah revolutionaries. But anyways. I mean, he's just been granted, he's met his bail conditions of 10 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties, and let's see how that goes. He's been
rearrested or
he's been rearrested on conditions of was it illegal mining?
Like
charges of illegal mining, and then from other reports too, there were charges of fraud and states him causing loss to the states. In the assembly, they won't be very well for us to know.
So he earlier reported to the CID on Monday, and after he was taken to court and everything, he was released and was rearrested at the High Court and was sent back. And
did you see the video? I said, "BB movie."
VAR channel.
Wait, but
I say hanky and I.
That's a white envelope, but you
as a mood. But
hanky ne mood say face down. It
was
so loaded.
And a paper towel.
We are tissue
towel.
And tissue be
the former Greater Accra organizer, who is also aspiring to be the national organizer for the party, Moses Abo, yesterday passed a comment that he's worried. I say, I just can't think far that since the arrest of Chairman Monday, none of the party executives have showed up to solidarize, because he feels like a whole regional chairman is in trouble, and like it's like the executives of the party are not showing. And yesterday you could clearly see that, Charlie.
The man is alone.
I say, Unkwa,
I don't feel say Unkwa Udi situation, because like you said, the first time that he was arrested, you realize that the whole
protests.
team, but I also believe that the party is going through a phase. It's one of those things, and it would take time for the MPP to rebuild.
And have you seen the coconuts the coconuts who are talking?
No.
Oh.
I've not seen it. Online.
And I think the party
AI we are seeing.
No. This one, if you chairman answer them a platform. In media platforms, where if they won't show say chairman be law abiding, you understand? So as he used the site, he ensured that he reclaimed the land. So he planted coconuts. So then some of the coconuts started speaking on chairman's pages.
Oh wow!
See, so as they post say, I am part of the 1,000 of coconuts
trees
planted by Chairman to restore Ghana's land from Galamsey.
Oh.
I am
located
as Summer Boy. He planted me to stop Galamsey.
To stop
am
Galamsey.
living witness. I speak through my growth. This is coconut speaking.
Okay, Movement TV.
The coconut is speaking. So coconut wait him say why you say oh friend or witness but one of the thousands won't say I'm say I over 999.
Right now, I feel like for them even saying that MPP didn't come there in solidarity and put there wrong because they are going through a lot. I mean, get connected anyway, but like there's so much happening.
Ryan is for the youth.
And even yesterday the balloting took place.
Place and all that.
As of my shit.
Oh, okay. So but sheet.
Sheet number. Sheet now.
Connected,
Japan.
That one.
Number 1.
Hey,
which is I think followed by Brian Champong.
Oh,
number 2. Then Dr. Bamia coming there. Number 3. Followed by Dr. Yao Educhum. Number 4. Engineer so A2 or down here. Kwabre Japan. Number 5. Into Uncle Fosse. One which I say afa. But there I say it is possible for them so catch connected for them say one last time na one
still
and ye bufa into one na munya na ntirehwe na ebinim ko na mo pa about to sisi omo ebinim refer to Jem omo say na Jem ko no da number 8 enko for kohwehwe no to ye number 3 and
Oh, it's going to be lovely. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, anyway, let's move away from that. I have one more story and then I am done. So this week, I mean, what also trended was Joe Metto's ultra modern reverb studio that he just opened. It's lovely. It's a story. Well, let me see. This is so it's a creative facility, right? It's located at Sotom, and it is a 3-story multimedia and production center. And yeah, it's so beautiful. I saw videos, I saw pictures, and they end up from a world standard.
If you've ever decided to set up a studio and you understand the level of investment, that goes into it. So I have a studio, and I can tell you. Baku born now for the cost of equipment and all that. I mean, enter into Hits FM and see the state of the art equipment that we have here. The level of quality that we are able to transmit is as a result of the type of equipment that you have, and the more quality that you want, the more that you have to spend. So, because product in the day, we have different grades of it. So if you want to go high, and some of the things that I saw in some of the recording studios, the sound cards that I saw. Yeah, Bobby Butcher,
he's really done amazing.
He's done amazing.
I was there last week before I came.
May one question, Mamu Mokobi no.
Okay.
So is the facility open to everybody?
Yes. Joe Mitchell said it's open to everyone.
It's a bit more
however,
secular music.
Yes. However, it's that's why it's a creative hub. Like no restriction. However, there's some limit to which
Your mom
can-
piano
you can
wɔ hɔ
go.
ana? Your record
And
one
yama
piano.
piano, me sure say be obi aba na say ne numa toswa. Me sure
As
say
in-
abema
Alcohol,
no.
What
So
what
you-
exactly?
So okay, so this is what basically happens in a recording studio. You enter into the studio, you're there, you're vibing with the team, more chilly. There might be drinks, there might be other things,
I to this
incentives.
more studio.
Incentives. Uh-huh.
Necessary incentives.
Yes, to boost creativity.
Yeah.
In but you then ya use.
Oh, nyami.
Obiawo ne deɛ.
Hold that water.
Oh, prayer.
Some are omuye that cool say Nino is open to everyone. Okay. Yo yate.
It's open.
Ebiko studio omo koho with the how do I put it, with the idea of catching a vibe and then
Inti catch a vibe ne bra. Oh ma we no ntoso ofie. En from meja bi ahu wie na bra.
into no smoking allowed in there.
Me sure.
No
On
drinking.
kind, but me na me say me sure.
So let's
because
put
say
it out
there's
there.
a limit.
Oh, so let's put it
There are
out there so that
limitations.
you know that
Inti
you
me
All
sure
those
say.
limitations.
so you can't
But me dey-
smoke, you
me dey
can't
make too
drink.
And they are kind, but me
You
ya
can't
make too
bring
full.
extra ladies for
Oh,
motivation.
they wanna go away apartment or home.
No,
They
what I'm
have
saying, I said
bedrooms.
Slim understands me more when you want extra ladies for motivation.
Me
do,
say,
and they book the apartment and go make them day in the apartment.
You don't
And
get
the
it.
studio hona be
It
there.
was some creatives build on
Have
vibe.
you-
In the studio.
Yes.
yes.
And see ladies no young then was studio.
Oh,
No,
They are
they are-
just
ah,
there.
Oh yeah, massage therapist and now oh yeah,
They are catching a vibe.
It has nothing to do with even touching them. Oh. But the mere sight of them,
Oh, say there women are allowed there, but
you are not getting
and
it.
koyom bibia.
Yeah,
When
oh,
you
no,
better
no.
so am
Would
no
that be
tosu ofie.
So
Born
this
from a Jano-
information I mean,
Nabra.
any information is open to everyone. Just that, like every studio, they have rules
Yeah.
and
Regulations.
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 So when you go there, just follow the rules.
Near then I was sorry.
Me, but anyway,
Well-
me person so jumeto.
That
Ube
be-
twitwe bi atwitwe bi bra.
It's
But
not
I
even
have a
about
simple
that.
question. I've seen
I'll
I've seen
put off his microphone very soon.
I've seen videos, and I saw Robert also. Good morning, Robert. I saw him there, and a couple of others in there. I saw what Arnold also said.
Yeah.
Is it quite why is it that he didn't just do it since he's in the gospel fraternity? Do it for the gospel community.
Yes.
What?
Why
did he-
so that's a
Just-
question.
just a simple-
that's a
I'm
question
just-
for
I'm just-
him.
I'm just-
but
I'm
I don't
just-
really think it should be too much of a problem. It's like saying that I set up a bank and I'm setting up the bank for only Christians.
Creatives.
Or I'm doing shirts. I'm sewing shirts, and I say, okay, I'm sewing a shirt for only Christians. Or I'm a plumber. But me, if you know be Christian, I won't come to your house. Or I'm setting up. I'm Kwesi Chum. I'm a Christian, so I set up a radio station. And so if it's not gospel, then I won't play it. Like you have no good day here.
No,
so
the-
I think that is the same principle. I'm an Uber driver. If you are not a Christian, you won't
won't
sit
enter.
in my car.
Yes.
Yeah,
The-
no,
the-
I'm
the-
just
the-
saying that there's so. Just wondering why it's going towards that angle.
I'm just
when there
asking-
are so many other reasons
Yes.
why.
No, I'm not complaining about the rules and regulations or anything. But I'm just saying, I'm thinking this is just out of the box. That
Okay.
maybe if it was just for the gospel fraternity, we would have. It will motivate them.
So who asked that
nothing-
question? Who
nothing
asked that question in the
restricts
first place? Was it Arnold?
I don't know who asked. I'm
Nothing
just
restricts them
thinking
from-
out loud.
Nobody said gospel.
Okay,
folks are
Okay.
restricted.
So it's open for all,
Yeah.
but there are rules and regulations.
Every place.
Yeah, everywhere.
Ebiana ne statement, ne last year's statement about not working with other certain brands and
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's coming from that angle, but Nino, I'm not going to push this boundary anymore. But maybe,
I think 100% for here no limits.
No, it's not even about that because he made a statement last year with respect to working with certain brands. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember that,
Yeah,
right?
I
We
mean,
sat
that brands
here-
you will not work with.
Yeah, we sat
Yeah,
here and we were
because
having
of-
a conversation, and I think it was with respect to his concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
and
But this is a
I think
studio,
that
this is a
that's
regular,
Robert's-
yeah,
Exactly.
as
Yeah,
a
but
brand.
that is
Exactly.
Robert's brand.
as a
It's
brand.
a
very
Instead
reverend.
of making
Brothers, yeah.
people might have that because of
Those statements,
and they might
yeah.
not be able to differentiate.
Yeah.
No, but it's still the same because you're still the person who is also leading this as.
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway.
Owning something and that thing running as a business is different from a brand they are projecting. You know, so I mean there are
Like
different
a
lines,
personal
and
brand.
you may have your scope with respect to what you want to do. It's different from what another particular product of yours is supposed to be doing. Yeah,
And
so,
and
I
you
mean,
know and
if you
so-
take multimedia, the gospel platform. So let's say if there's a gospel show, it's supposed to follow the path of everything that works with gospel. But as a radio station, you can allow the other programs to be.
and even Robert, this even brings in the issue of like branded house and house of brands. You know, when you talk of branded house, it's like a company with multiple brands, but they all have the same name. You understand? So like you know, the name of the company runs through all the other brands.
Separate brands. So
Then there's the house of brands. So the house is like like Unilever. They have this product, this. All of them are different names. However, they are coming from one mother company. They all have what they do. Some is washing powder, some you eat it, you know. So all of them have what you can do with it and what you cannot do. Obia jina so differently. And this Joe Metal Reverb Studio. So it's like a house of brands, different brands, but in the same mother company. So it doesn't mean everything should be aligned or done in the same manner. There can be some similarities and differences.
Okay.
Matthias,
Well,
let's not push the boundaries.
Let's not push. It's already 10 a.m. I have to leave. So let me just leave you with some events that are happening this weekend. And first of all,
Where are we going to?
Where are you going to? Media, I know where I'll be going to. So the Ghana Jazz Foundation and Plus
Jazz.
233 Jazz Bar and Grill. Yes, they are having this event that started on October 8th and it will be ending on October 12th. And it's happening tonight also. And there's going to be a series of concerts, workshops and cultural exchanges, and you can go there tonight and just have an experience of world-class jazz in Accra. And also happening is a special breast cancer awareness event dubbed Twinkle. It's a short film about breast cancer and it's premiering on, it's not actually happening this weekend, but it's going to run into Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. And it's in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's at the Silverbird Cinemas in Accra Mall. 12 p.m. is the time. You should be there, especially if you are looking for education and inspiration. And so, let's just go there, create more awareness, and support survivors.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks a
That's
lot for
all I
joining
have.
us this morning, Debbie Sway, with our weekly trends. We're about to jump into this morning's discussion. I'm starting off with the music from Viola. And Charlie, I just chanced on this song on the internet. Mad tune. Mad tune.
Mad tune them.
Yo, listen to this song. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this song and rate it for me. Rate this song for me. 0 to 10. Be rating high. Let me start with you, Rob.
DJ Rob.
DJ Rob. When the song started playing, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, Rob EQ 2 songs on the team.
Yeah.
Where go fi match am. EQ 2 songs, 2 solid songs are it me call pepe. Rob, you be DJ. Accept the calling today. And that's how it starts with DJing, you know. When you are listening to a song, I feel that no, this song will feel match with this song. That's how it starts. That's the call. If you miss the first call and it comes on you the second time, man.
Because every blouse they see the skirt.
If you see the skirt, you foresee that.
Please don't remove it.
Yeah, okay, anyway. 0 to 10. 0 to 10.
I think somebody I get for you, rough.
Oh yeah. My
His
eye
eyes
get.
have been collected.
Yeah.
Viola, odometer, 0 to 10. Zeal, 0 to 10.
So it gives me familiarity. It's a tune that's what Robert did. It's something that if you listen to, it's nothing new. It's something that you've been listening to, so you can jump to it.
Yeah.
Her voice is good, but if you're pushing it, I think we'll get the best out of her. And Beat Vampire on this amazing guy, and delivery on the tune, top of the mind awareness is there. To see if I'm playing a song, I know that there's a song like this. I made him Biafra. I can add this to it.
Yeah, man.
So I would love to listen to more of her.
Yeah.
Before I come to a conclusive judgment, but this is good.
Have you ever even heard of her before?
No.
Maintaining.
This is my first time.
Whether she's based Viola, whether she's based in Ghana, she's based.
Name sounds familiar.
What did he be decided?
Something like that.
Anyway, Adam, 0 to 10, real quick, and let's jump onto our first story.
I'll give it 7.
7. And I don't know. Well, in our first story, Grace Ashley reveals why she stopped making music for the Black Stars. So a jai, and this is the reason. Ghanaian gospel musician Grace Ashley has opened up about the event that led to her decision to stop producing Ghanaian music for the national football team, that's the Black Stars. According to her, a remark made by the former team captain Stephen Appiah during her involvement with the team left a lasting impression that did not sit well with her and ultimately influenced her decision to step away. Grace Ashley, whose stirring songs once became synonymous with the Black Stars tournament, said that she chose to channel her energy elsewhere after the experience, though she remains proud of her contribution to the Ghana football history. So right now, the energy is somewhere else. Don't take it from me. This is Grace Ashley speaking about Stephen Appiah's remark.
Maybe I remember Stephen Appiah will be a social me. Now on Kai that day. Our airports. Yene Gambia for Kobobo Kumasi. That time, you can't send for last time. At the platform, they were not attracting to anything. And then there was this promoter, and we were finishing, and engaging. Then we went to Kumasi to mobilize people. Standing there, on betting a stadium. People here, Juma Pa. And ban. Now, one of the guys called Nana Pebi. Now, Okahon. On a sort of Kakra. Na ya ni omu nyina na nam na ya flight enti ye free wa ya bana ya me nua be master bi na pia rock enti ye si ebra ya hu so oka ho ye si form no na em say hu say oka ho na ye duru ye ka ma bi ye pack ye no no so twem enti there was a guy man panyin bi I say hey Stephen I call amko ho no they did very well why are there na we there mo ne mo amu nua ba na nam Stephen Mr. Mami we dia monhye last half monhye mami mo ko bia na obonyo no ya de mami we nti ene ma e di football achi me say ye bo blaster nenyo ne ba ene mami kai say blaster ho no say na say enwum no de oye ma state enti no say adwuma no oye ne say oye a on so bia ntua ne kan no say awo ya de am obi no ntua o ka jaye I was very sad. And then Nana say, wow, if you know that guy, now you blaster and cover count, the answer on the man.
Welcome back. Our very own Grace Ashley, or describing a situation, and I don't know if it's the what the two you know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Like if you've seen the video, yes, if you've seen a video of this particular voice now, is touching. But I believe it's one of those moments. Minim said Stephen Appiah about out to talk about this issue. Nobody has said from Stephen.
No.
With respect to this issue.
I'm Charlie. For me, I don't have somebody. If somebody has got some context around it, because me.
Okay. There's what context?
Journalist.
Yeah. This issue. This is not the first time she's talking about disappointment. I mean, it started in 2006 where she did a song for the Black Stars, but from the look of things, she feels disappointed that since she did those songs for Black Stars, she has not been rewarded in any form. She used her own money to record from her own coffers. She promoted it for the song from her own quarters, and has not. So from her narratives over the years, her disappointment is the fact that she has not received any form of reward for the song. So
that's from 2004.
I'm coming to ask a simple question.
2006.
Is there a budget allocated to people who make songs for the Black Stars?
No. So he feels like the FA and the ministry have not rewarded her. And she made a point some time ago that she tried meeting Kwesi Antechi then as a GFA president. Nothing came out when they met, and the man did not call her. So she feels she has not been appreciated. And the fact that something broke the camel's back at a point, and that thing which broke the camel's back was what she's alleging that the former captain Stephen Appiah told her after a match in Kumasi, that a man tried to let Stephen Appiah know that this woman there, she's done a lot for the national team, so you guys should watch her. You see, that's that kind of vibe. Then as the man talk, allegedly, Grace is saying, Stephen said, sir, and you know the state.
Yeah.
Into your yana so munkasanwa unjai. So person just says, "How did not Stephen Kano?"
Ebunabem.
Dina ononim say Ebianka Stephen say,
This is what I saying. Go ahead.
Maybe she's thinking that Stephen would have, the kakasha or something like that. I would say, you see, Afutubia and change the kakasha, but Stephen so direct. Joe, no person just say, Sasem no yapa, and it is what a man is, and you're training him forever. I mean, there's one thing which has been my principles in life. I don't rely too much on people. I don't have so much expectation of people. I always want to motivate myself to do what I will rely on somebody to do for me. I mean, there are certain things which are within your reach. Like this song, like you said, you went to the studio, you recorded it, you had a means. It's like maybe a passion to also do something. I mean, there is no way you can talk about songs for football without you.
Yeah.
For me, all she could have done was monetize it, use the relationship with the team to use some of the players, shoot videos, monetize them, then enjoy from the reward and forget about everybody. But at times, if we have so much expectation of people, that is what happened. Maybe she was having a feeling that maybe in Yumna paying and a pay dollars now they are winning bonus. Or maybe 10%. Maybe the expectations were huge, and at times too, it may not even be held. At times, those around, she's not even thinking about reward, but people will try now pushing that narrative in your mind, and if you are not careful, we will say now something you are not even thinking about. You're like, hey, and you start, into you, and you want you, into you, then she start feeling that way. For me, I want to tell mommy that, hey, mommy, it's not even late. She can still find a way to monetize those things. Because she said that she doesn't get anything from the song. Maybe at that time 206, that kind of expose in terms exposure in terms of some of these things that monetized wasn't there. I don't think it's late. She can find other ways of, monetizing those content to be able to, get something from. Who do we need to nipa so bit too? What I say? Kweku smoke, Kweku the Kumasi guy, Kweku Flake.
Yeah,
I'm sure his song he did. Jordan, are you dating? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that he has monetized and other things, and he will not be thinking about say, FA and now ministry money.
but I also gave him,
a lot of mileage.
a lot of mileage.
Mileage.
I think
You were on rotation throughout the period. If the period,
Relevance.
if the football season was like 3 months, you were on constant rotation, like top of mind, consistently.
Yeah.
And people like that, if there's an opportunity for you for performances to be done, you'll be featured.
Exactly.
So again, back to me. We always talk about royalties. Like royalties, they work. Given the fact that it's been played X number of times, you find this things cashing. Anytime you played dollar drop or city drop, in your account. But unfortunately, but if nothing at all, we still know for a fact that the exposure was 100% because you were on everybody's lips and everybody was playing you, Charlie.
Yeah, and I think people should make this type of music that you do for a certain group of people, like what she said. She did it for the Black Stars. And mind you me, as we were all saying, it's not only the players that listen to the song. It became a national anthem when it comes to anytime the Black Stars are playing. So we might not give you money, but you have the exposure. People know you.
Yeah.
At least at the mention of your name, we can associate that you made this song, and that. And seeking for people's approval sometimes is what is going to take your vim down. Because at the end of the day, I don't think when you were doing the song, you came to announce that I'm going to do a song for Black Stars. And when I'm done with the song for the Black Stars, I need X, Y, Z. And maybe the Football Association agreed to that. And now they are not giving it to you. There was no form of contract or agreement in that regard. You were in your home, you decided that you have the talent to do music. This is what you want to do to support the Black Stars. So just go ahead and do it. And I asked a simple question. Is there a budget allocated to people who make songs for the Black Stars? I don't think so. So how was she?
So in Chelsea, somebody take your money, chop or something.
No.
You can't even say.
But me too, what I would not like is somebody go do some miscellaneous and put something for inside. Where
No. If it's
that
there,
one like you go pay me.
No, but if it's there, then they have to take it to court and have that conversation.
In the
but
budget,
so far
you
as
can't
it's
have
not,
it. But you can have some miscellaneous.
Okay, so my questions are
More big
2-3 questions.
miscellaneous.
First question. Can the Football Association say, okay, so we're about to play football for this particular period, we're contracting person X or person Y to do music?
Yes, they can.
Okay, so in that particular case, budget can be allocated.
Yes.
Good, so that's one. But in the event that they don't do that, then you can have other people who are also rising up in the space because obviously they have love for the country and they do their stuff.
Yeah.
So her case was that love for the country, love for the soccer team. And then I think her challenge is not because it's not about the song or how people are responding to the song. It's rather about what she's purporting that or she said that Stephen Appiah said. So that is where the challenge is. And the fact that, so maybe she felt like he should have rather encouraged her to have continued, so I think that's where the challenge is.
Show love, no, just saying.
Yeah, show love. But
Well,
realize that it wasn't
what
because,
time no more
love?
but she wasn't the one who asked to.
Yeah.
Somebody said,
Somebody
said, oh,
Stephen
take care
Appiah.
of him.
Okay, yeah.
Take care of her, right? And then that's the
take care of her
response.
how?
Oh, but maybe normal. Like if you did,
and I mean that has been countless times. She said, like on the question that she did or fire and like when Trianishi, like she has even used pay, like
No.
and also
if there's pay, then
clarify.
that means
there has been especially when the Anas
Was she
expose.
commissioned to do that?
And when the
So
Anas
you're not
expose
commission-
video came, I mean, they interviewed her about what she feels about that, and she was saying it was disgusting and disgraceful among other things, and make inference referencing that Kwesi Antichi upon all the songs she did for them. She always make sure she gives the song to Mr. Kwesi Antichi among other things, but she has never received any payments of a sort from her.
Okay.
She has used her own resources to produce the songs, to promote the songs, and the fact that
question here is
anytime she's traveling to go and watch football among others, it is not on the ticket of the Black Stars. You know, like that. Just a Black Star.
That is self-entitlement. She that is
no. My missile. To the bison of Bohaka cry.
Yeah, boy.
Say who's the obisu yeah they be for your cause.
Okay, so
that the person can be motivated.
Means
like the diplomatic passport.
Small.
Some people are doing something well. The state is not obliged to give any diplomatic passport, but they feel like, oh, we can motivate you to do more, because honestly, her songs, the booster it gives. I mean, some of the players when they are before they play matches, they have to listen to songs, and that song, if you listen,
are you sure they listen to?
That song.
No,
if you get a song, play some of the song. Her song will boost you.
No, relax.
And even the Ghanaian populace, me myself,
agenda you are doing this morning. Drop it. Your microphone is off. Your microphone is off.
No. I said no confuse.
See, if somebody is doing something,
Adam,
this is just moral.
One after the other.
Adam, let me
Adam, you have a minute to land.
Okay.
This is just moral. Like this no be law or any. But this on the moral. So who say, oh yeah, then somebody is also supporting you without even you telling the person anything. At least
boost them small.
Your minute is up.
No, 49. So look at add 10 seconds. If you consider the amount of money where they float in that particular sector.
Exactly.
Look of you.
The coefficient alone. It can solve so many
1
things.
minute overdue.
What did they make? It pay her last. You see what? It be like what they make the thing they pay her. Say if she they hear the budget.
Zeal.
It's more like somebody's doing stew. No, I'm talking now.
No, but the time they do the stew, they sweep the ground. You understand? You go buy the thing. Actually, your contain where they take them. Then go help people the contain. You understand what I'm saying?
So my simple question is, Black Star send them. Was she contracted?
We they talk about no confuse.
See, this no confuse conversation.
John F. Kennedy said, "Ask not what your country can do for you,
but what you can do for your country." That is why all the footballers should be paid.
Yes, Robert.
So if
that's why all the footballers should
no,
be paid.
they are rendering service.
The president should not be paid.
On radio.
if you compose a song for the national
that is why
team
the president should not be paid.
and you are not commissioned,
Yes,
and you are not commissioned,
Member of Parliament should not be paid.
it is your share or your contribution to the country.
Slim. I know, Slim.
Let us rest. I'm getting on the phone like, oh no.
I know you are an honest man.
No.
Slim, you are an honest man. I know you are an honest man.
I'm getting to the phone lines. No, I'm getting to all them. Hold on. No, I'm getting to the phone lines. I'm talking to Tilly. Tilly,
Hello, Slim.
why are you not in the studio?
I am on my way. I went to the hospital. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. But this thing that people are saying, I do not agree. So I start for calling and start by
Chip
talking
in.
about I'm on the way.
Chip in.
Listen, I have listened to the entire conversation. In as much as the states or Stephen Appiah or whoever, whichever of the players doesn't have a deal with the woman, sometimes a little bit of appreciation goes a long way. This woman has been with the team. I'm not sure you tell me that Stephen Appiah at the time had not heard any of the songs that this woman had done. Maybe it might not be for the players. Maybe they don't even listen to her song. But I bet you that woman's song did something when it comes to how, building the love for football in that time. Unless we are saying that we did not know or we did not feel any impact. So somebody had introduced you to the woman and says, oh, woman, where Shena. Sometimes a kasa kekeo. Every crowd at the time he didn't have money on him. Or he could have said, oh ma, thank you so much. Oh, there you kasa. That is all. Nipa anymore kasa. It is part of the job that we do. You are also a celebrity. The fact that you are a footballer doesn't mean so. You are also a star. You communicate with people. It is part of how you build rapport. So maybe all this woman was expecting was a little appreciation. What you say? So, and you say Stephen Appiah was so torn as a situation and as or taking care of her, but a little appreciation goes a long way. And besides, if you can start advocating no yeah, and if you can turn a car, but appreciation, so like, oh ma, thank you. Oh, what you yeah, that was a pa, and no pill would have kept her going. What you are saying. So don't let us act like, oh, yes, we know that there are problems that have to be solved, but in that moment, there could have been more, or there could have, just to show the panel, but you cannot tell me that Stephen Appiah did not know at the time, saying, woman, no one knew, even the thing was helping build the
Tilly,
land.
you are saying that I cannot say it.
Yes, you cannot say it.
Better. How are we?
But I can say it.
How are we going to validate this statement?
No, but what you are saying, like, it's just human.
No, here.
It's just human reaction because when one moment with her, it's me breaking the spirit. No, that moment alone, Keke also could have lifted her spirit to do more. You get it? So that was, to me, was a missed opportunity. Maybe Stephen Appiah was going through something and probably did not know, say, at the end of Keke in that moment, has impacted the woman in that way. But it happened. And to don't make it seem like because, he has no business with the woman, and so on, and the woman know, yeah, but what are you doing for your country there and there and there and there. Sometimes, something small you will say to somebody goes a long way, and in that moment, Stephen Appiah was
Tilly Tills.
Let's accept it.
So I've also boosted your morale. Pekakramami.
I me sortel me buy am me sortel.
Okay. Tilly, thanks a lot for joining us here in Terminal Studio. I say, my thoughts.
Oh, Charlie Bonyo may be my na. What the sheshin sume din yum neti. And since her no. Jang yum no to say yeah, you lose baby.
Flake has kudos. They were just all over the place.
How long did
Don't
it
forget
take?
the past.
You are not forgetting the past.
Yes.
And I feel
you are forgetting the past.
I'm not forgetting.
You're forgetting.
I am not. I am just saying.
Of you.
Hono sawe na nyom hwe Charlie.
Don't sit. Let's not sit here and try. Master, some the ABB.
Obi had the 1%.
NKF. Look of you.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of.
Maybe I never must even appear with ya. The social me. Na on kai that day. Airport. Yene Gambia for Kobobo Kumasi. That time, na you can send for last time. At the platform, they were not attracting to anything. And then there was this promoter, and we were finishing, and I engaging. Then we went to Kumasi to mobilize people. Standing by ya, on betting a stadium. For ye juma pa. Enti ye ban. Na me one of the guys called Nana Pebi. Na Okahun. Ono so to dim kakra. Na ye ne omu nyina na nam na your flight enti ye free wa ye ba na ye me nua be master bi na pia rock ho enti ye si ye bra ye hu so oka ho ye si fom no na em say ye hu say oka ho na ye duru ye ka ho ma bi ye pack ye no so twem enti there was a guy man panyin bi no say hey Steven ayiko amko ho no they did very well why are there na we there mo ne mo amu nua ba na nam Steven misrew Mami we dear Monsham. Last time Monshaman. Moko piano, bonum no yadia. Mami went and then ma a footballer. Me say yet bo blaster. Nenyo neba and a mammy Kaiser blaster ho. No say na say and you no dear. Or ye must state. Enti no say Adman or and so ya on so be and Pianican. I say how we are dear moving on Fiauka Jaya. I was very sad. And then Nana say, wow, if you know that guy, now I blaster and cover count, the answer on the man.
Tomorrow at the Accra Sports Stadium, 7 p.m. exactly. It's the last game in the World Cup qualifying series. Make sure you put on your Black Star JC, represent large at the Accra Sports Stadium tomorrow as we take on Comoros for hold them on neck and drag them through the principal street of Osu. For show them something small. For put pepper for the magari inside. Make sure see Gary so say we go feature.
This be the time. This be the time we get Comoros. These Comoros people. If there's people with them showing for AFCON.
Why they pronounce a thing like a virus?
So I beg them.
Coronos.
Them score we.
Coromos.
These people where they made the day you get some red card, and since then, the day you problems starting with the Black Stars, the latter day problems.
Latter day.
Then from there, these same people they no make we go AFCON. They've
Torn
troubled
in the
us.
flesh.
It shall be well tomorrow.
So tomorrow,
God willing, 7 p.m.
No pressure on us. So this be the time for hammer them.
Thank you, Grace Ashi. Thank you, Stephen. I can say thank you, Stephen.
No, but honestly, I think that for me,
I'd love to hear him too.
Yeah.
We need to hear it.
And you know, sometimes people.
I don't think he'll be able to remember.
Yeah,
He'll be able to
maybe,
recall.
you know.
Yeah.
But I think that, Charlie, so what it means here for me is that when we are celebrities,
You don't know.
whatever you say matters.
You don't know who.
True.
You don't know who is listening. You know, whatever you say matters. Sometimes you are saying the right thing, but it still has some. I don't know, but even if it's wrong, it has implications. So it just means actually. So let me bring that to radio. Whatever we say here,
Yes.
it matters. Adam, you hear?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever we say here, Slim. Whatever we say here, whatever we say here, and whatever we say on the streets, that is watching. Before we get into streetism.
Streetism. Kwaw Kese is saying I brought streetism into music. Into Ghana music, as a matter of fact. Now, speaking on an interview on Daybreak Hits, Kwaw Kese said that he brought streetism, which is the energy of the street in the Ghanaian music scene. Now, according to Kwaw, while many genres have emerged and faded, his legacy in the industry remains firm. The Abodam hitmaker said this on Hits FM. Please, let's listen to Kwaw Ziggy.
I remember when the JQ time, those times, people switched and were doing the logo, the cake, those things.
Yes.
Then the Apietu style came. Then they said, different genres.
Azonto style.
Azonto came, Chi-pop, Crank.
Yeah.
All these musics have come and gone. But Abodam music, when you drop Kwaw Kese music 20 years ago, it's still banging.
No, all Bodam.
So my contribution, sometimes people try to write you off, but there's nobody in this industry can write me off. My contribution is large. I am the one who brought this streetism in our music industry.
This is Hits.
Zeal. Kwaw is speaking about streetism. When I saw the caption, without reading it, it was like, hey, streetism, I may find it different. So, but after hearing him, what's your thoughts on this?
I think he's just preaching his gospel, and from my side, I agree with him. Because Charlie Kwaw back in the days, so we're both sure the type of people, and when we talk about streets, I think it literally refers to the youth. If my understanding is right, it doesn't mean literally the people on the street or anything like that, but just how you are able to get the youth behind and support the product or the music you do. So I agree with him 100%. But I feel someone out there buyer, you should be proud by now and not throw tantrums at other artists who have been able to rise to that level and for the lack of better word, are controlling the streets musically now, because we see him do that of late. But at the end of the day, he's preaching his gospel. I agree with him. That is it.
But you just won't do
Slim,
some...
then now person make.
You want to say that he should give props to the people who have been able to successfully maintain that streetism, but he's been throwing tantrums lately.
Yes.
But there's only one name that he keeps mentioning.
His son.
His son.
Yes. And the throwing of the back and forth on social media, it's not necessary.
It defeats the purpose.
It defeats the purpose. Near Bibi Accra, he should just give credit to that
Shatta Wale.
person. Or
say it.
Kwaw
should give credit to Shatta Wale.
His son.
Okay, so
Yes.
simply put, Kwaw should give
And that's the
credit.
truth. I support you.
Kwaw should give credit to the SM boss.
I support you.
Because and can you know that legacy or that crown that he keeps on riding on that the street belongs to him. He was the one who introduced the street to music or streetism. Is that a word?
That's the energy from the street into music.
Into music, no. And ebia and ebia we might not be having this conversation if the SM boss did not channel that direction. And now, see, the truth is it's real. Right now, when we talk about this streetism, Kwaw falls second or third with regards to relevance, because Ojatumu, Obiafa, Waeniye, Bibienia, Charlie, big thanks to people who have held this whole conversation down. Big thanks to people who have realized that the streetism's involvement into music is a good way and a thing to go. That is it. But because it's not necessary. Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think Kwaw Kese has been, a phenomenon in the space. During the time he was really in his elements. When it comes to the street love, Kwaw Kese really, really, really made people on the street fall in love with I say, falling in love. The antics, his stage play, the way he speaks among others was able to, for me, I'll call it street love. But it's really attracted a lot of admirers to him. And, he's tried to bridge the gap and let the street feel like, we have a person. So you cannot talk about that street fandom and love for artists on the street without giving him his flowers. He really played his part. But like he said in that same interview that he has played his part. And true, you cannot say he did not impact that area. He did. The thing is, how Kwaw Kese why you on the stage? His intro, and up to now, he does it. How he will appear, how he will leave the stage. And some of the terms he introduced among others brought him the love. So he has every right to brag and say those things. It's also part of the game. But the thing is that, especially coming from that backdrop, I am piano. Those people who also come in and try to say, hey, it be we. But the truth of the matter is, yes, even though there were others before him and others had love on the street, he took it to a certain level. Kwaw Kese took it to a certain level. The street love was there for certain artists. There were times that there was a graphic showbiz report that trade fair, I've forgotten the exact year, was vandalized. It was a show which had Tick and other things. It's like, because of something, Tick had to leave the stage at a point. The fans vandalized the whole place.
Oh, TikTok?
Yeah, the kind of love he had on the streets and others. But the Regis, all of these people play their role.
VIP?
Yes, VIP. Oh gosh.
Did you ever see Lord Kenya move?
Yeah. Lord Kenya Kumasi.
Did you ever see Lord Kenya move?
I was hearing a lot of stories. Like they go feel block road like.
Did you ever see Achami move?
Yeah. I mean, even Chame Kwame has told me some of their stories.
Exactly.
So those street love.
Did you ever see Okomfo Kwade move?
Hey.
The Etiatedom.
Etiatedom.
It's a different ball game.
Yeah. So I mean, those street love. Their artists. I mean, some play their role, but Kwaw also took it to a certain level. And
which level would that be?
Especially, I mean, the time he was coming.
Because me beside this question, because I want us to identify some of the things that made his maybe different from.
You are 1,001% right.
Me person who difference.
And we need to discuss what that streetism
means exactly, because
and understand what the conversation really is about.
Exactly.
It's about.
Because if it's about even having a symbol, say you found some okay. And I can tell you about Lord Kenya there, I can tell you about Chame, I can tell you about Okomfo Kwade, I can tell you about several artists I'm dating back before on the So I want to know exactly.
It's about how
the elevation
and conformity me poor back street. So
that's why I asked, did you see Lord Kenya
move around with you, go with you, the love in the street? Like, you see how you can relate to the commoners and how the commoners can react to you on the street. I mean, that's all it's all about. I mean, that's what we see. How the commoners can react to, and how they can even go to the extent of dying for you.
Sorry, I'm not I'm not the host, but I just want to ask a question. What are we really discussing?
Basically, it's fan base.
For me, it wouldn't be
fan base.
For me,
fan base conversation.
Yeah.
And I think whenever we talk about streetism and all that, every artist at a point has
streetism. It means something different. So
in context of
music,
what we are discussing.
No, because you go ahead. I'll just read something right now so that.
So I'm thinking it's just the connection between the artists and the fans, and the way the fans would move at or under every command of a particular artist.
Yes.
So we gave an example, Fausa Bowadrim. As soon as Kwaw is on stage, or Kwaw is even in an interview or at a press conference, and he does a symbol, you have majority of the people there.
Yeah, doing it. At a point, for my time records, it was the logo.
Yeah.
You had the silhouette of Fausa Bowadrim, or that thing as a logo. So
yes, and the way people appreciate the artist when the artist is on the ground. Let's say the artist is moving from one location to the other. You can name other artists, but and I think if memory serves me right, I stand to be corrected. Maybe the inclusion of social media and we seeing it more regularly with the generation of Kwaw Kese going, because I don't doubt Okomfo Kwade had his own fan base and what he did to move them, but in this context, I think it's because of the way it's visible, the way people can top of the head track it back to maybe an event where Kwaw did this, did that. I think that is the only difference. That is still
difference between what and what. I mean, I'm not getting it.
Okay, difference between streetism or street energy in music with respect to Kwaw's own and that of the past.
Yes,
the predecessors.
And when the predecessors are who?
Let's say let's pick because I saw Reggie move one time and it was different.
Yeah.
You see the Camel side parts, Reggie. When himself one pool party in Kumasi. As Reggie they can perform for that, if you get that Camel song by, and that's the symbol. That's a movement.
See, so let me just read this real quickly. It says that streetism in music refers to movement. It refers to a movement or expression in music that reflects the realities, struggles, codes, and culture of life on the streets, often from the perspective of the urban poor, hustlers, or marginalized youth. It's not just a sound, it's a social and cultural identity rooted in survival, authenticity. Good. Authenticity.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And resistance. And then you go ahead and the term originally, from social studies about urban sociology describing the lifestyle of street youth or street-connected people. Those who live and survive through informal means in city spaces. In music, streetism became a metaphor for raw, unfiltered storytelling about the street hustle, crime, poverty, ambition, loyalty, betrayal, and resilience. And then when you go on, it goes on and on and on and on and on. You understand? So I just want us to really. So what's the question here?
I think
Are we asking if Kwaw Kese
Really
contributed it to it?
No,
he said
originated
everything.
it.
But I want to say he contributed. Like he had an impact during his time.
You said he elevated it.
Yes. I mean,
So
there was a
elevation
time.
is contribution.
Yes, there was a time he launched the 209 when he launched his giveaway album. I mean, that album was I've not seen that before. That album was launched on the streets where he was in a G-Wagon. There was a float, and I mean, they moved to La Paz, here. Principal Street with people, it was a certain movement and culture at the time when he launched that giveaway album, on the street. It was, and he was able to build a certain love on the street, which was very intentional. And big ups to his late manager, Fennec. Like he said at a point that most of those crazy ideas and things was coming from Fennec. And you could clearly see that the demise of Fennec really affected him. I mean, Kwaw really contributed to a certain level.
Thank you.
When it comes to the streetism, even though it was there, but he played a certain role. So for me, I think it would be too strong for him to say that he brought it. It will be
But you can say at a point he embodied it.
Yes, like he bolded it. I mean, if you do that,
He embodied it.
Yes, at a point, because if you do that, you'll not be also. For me, I believe in giving credit to everybody who has played a role.
I'm just asking specific questions so we are clear.
Because if you hear what was happening in Kumasi when it comes to Lord Kenya, road blocks and other things, it was crazy, and that is part of the streetism. I mean, so he took it to a certain level, or he contributed. But for me, outright say that he brought it, it will be like we are not also giving the flowers to other people. And I think that if people also do to him, he will not be happy.
So in other words, you're saying that what they've all done is to be able to create a fan base, and some are able to create fan base that connects more with the streets than others.
And like you see, the Shatta Stonebwoy, the sack, they've also added a certain layer to it.
Anyway.
No, but Zeal was going to say something.
No. I think
because all these conversations, I mean, clearly there was a VIP moment. There are several folks within the space.
Come to think of
one
it,
of the TGM performers.
No, come to think of it, even High Life to a larger extent also had that.
That's massive following.
Yeah, of course, it was also taken from the higher life music, and they brought it down to represent the locals.
Sharp.
You understand? So,
and that was the basis.
That was the basis.
We can even go back to Daddy Lumba days.
Yeah.
I think there was a song that even came with his own attire and all that represented him and all that. So we can associate it to many. But for me, maybe because of my age, when I really started to listen to music and enjoy and participate in music, I would say I didn't come to witness the artists of yesterday or artists that were there before my time. But for me, I can sit here and say, I saw Kwaw do that. That is why I said what I said. But what Robert also read about this whole streetism in music, I think one way or the other, all these artists we are talking about have applied it. And it's still relevant. These are stuff that people are still doing in order to have relevance on the street and a bigger fan base as well.
Robert,
what up?
You go wrap up for we on this one.
Oh yeah, I mean, as the rap, be rap like R.
It's
W.
It's W.
W-R-A-P.
You know,
but there's still a rapper around the rap, and that's a gift.
Actually,
you get the line.
I get the line.
There's a rapper around the rap, and that's a gift.
You know what I mean? That's it.
There's a rapper.
Bars.
That's a gift.
Soon you'll be called to the bar.
Charlie, I don't think of you, no.
Oh, you go 5 years.
Clarification.
What clarification?
Bar with the B ahead.
No, the drinking bar or the chop bar.
Okay.
Which bar? Let's put a pin on this one.
Yeah. So for me, I think it's an area that we need to be able to gather more information on, because some of these things, they are supposed to help enrich the hip life culture. All of these things that we are talking about speaks to the hip life culture. And if you are supposed to be telling the story properly, we need to get to that point where we are analyzing everybody's impact and contribution to this whole thing, and watch through the music the kind of even following or followers we've been able to create in terms of the different kinds of fan bases at each point in time, and who has had more control over them and stuff like that. Or maybe in the whole conversation about fan base and analysis and understanding within our music circles over a particular period, we need to be able to study that, because during the days of Reggie, it wasn't heavily about fan base. It was everybody who loved to connect to hip life because they had originated something that was beautiful, and because of the dialects he was using, he made it easier for the streets to connect, which actually gave birth or allowed the music to be able to forge on and fester and become what it is, because then it was a lot of English, and then right now they brought it down. Or Bradford them came, they also, basically, hey, who go fit speak? Charlie, the guy they speak. How do you call him? Good
Proverbs
in music. It was sweet, and all of these guys contributed essentially. So for me, I think that it's a fertile ground for us to have a lot of dialogue on the streetism culture as a component of hip life, and then really delve into it, and then and agree to a certain extent whose contribution was heavy at a particular point in time, bearing in mind our operational definition for streetism.
Exactly.
Just so that it's easier for us to be able to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Kwaw really love, claiming that he's first to do this, first to do that. There has been times he said like in his word, obey artist name in terms of charges, like about the artists who brought some dynamism or some
amounts they should charge.
Yes, he's the one who brought that kind of change in the space in terms of.
Do you have anything contrary to that?
Shatta too has also claimed that.
No.
So some of I'm just trying to buttress that. Like we need to put those things in right context with right facts, so that we don't give somebody's flowers to somebody.
The flowers there, we have enough. So
we have enough.
Everybody will get
Everybody will get some. I was on a session with Ochame Kwame, and I asked him this because I wanted to find out, for him being one of the legends in the business, if it would be right to say that certain artists claiming that they open, the eyes of Ghanaian,
others to charge.
Yeah, others to charge. And he told me something about that Lumba back in, it wasn't even the 2000s, like in the 1990s, where they had a show in America. Like they were on a tour.
You have an opinion?
Sit down first. Sit down first. They were on a tour, and Achame felt that they charge, like they had some big dude, and then they film him. The organizer at one point pulled Kwame over, so they were having issues with Daddy, performing in certain states. I was like, Daddy, $35,000. $35,000.
So
try me go looking, and say, hey, Daddy.
J5 no.
Yeah.
5.
5 no.
So
some of these conversations, if you are not
all
careful,
that driving, all the Ochamo was driving, was like, they felt that they were good. But after hearing that this own, I'm sure that they would also say, hey, somebody's own. Yeah. So for somebody to work in chest and say, Charlie, me a day form, it's a little bit dicey, especially in this field where some of these things are not properly documented and all that. Everybody won't keep them in a secret. So coming up to just out to say certain things, boys will cool down small.
I think Robert is here, and then yourself, and Obiawa. Normally, doesn't an artist charge go up on on the basics of his relevance, songs, and even the audience that are going to be there.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
of those
So
things
there's
matter.
no
They matter.
baseline to
Yeah.
how much an artist should charge or collect. It depends on the show, the audience, your relevance at that moment, and all that. Because I know bit imagine $30,000. Tomorrow, if you are not at that peak, or the audience you are going to play for or to are not one that can relate to your tunes, I bet you Matthew can perform. Or I'm lying.
I mean, the
Yeah,
dynamics
so
will change. I think
Yeah.
that's fine. So I think that from learning from what you are saying, it has to do with whom you are associating with.
Yeah.
So because Ochiame Kwame was associating with Daddy Lumba then, he was able to, so his exposure in terms of what rates could be came from that particular encounter.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you can imagine that if there are younger artists who never got associated with DL at that level, that would never be the exposure. So what it means is that if anybody is associating with maybe a certain Sarkodie, you probably get to know from the Sarkodie's level.
Yeah, that's the information that you have.
Yeah, so if your information about what you're supposed to be collecting came from the influence of Shatta, then it means that it's at Shatta's level.
Yeah.
So all of
And
them.
even
So
some of
in principle, it means that
Everybody's
if you
right.
say yes, everybody's
and
right.
some of
Based
the-
on the information given.
Yeah,
And even the
exactly.
promoters
You know.
at times are the people who sit at where they have most of these sources. And I've listened to a promoter those days. They were organizing the big events. I mean, cities. He was then manager for Bowler's record label, Empire. And he told me that at a point, Kwaw disrupted their market because, like, when they were organizing events and paying people, they had how they were dealing with the guys. But when he came shot up into the space, he disrupted it with his charges. Then at a point, everyone then started
Following his towing his line.
towing his
And
line.
it makes
So, I mean,
it makes sense. The reason
then
is because if we were all at this point
And
and,
at a point
somebody
it
became
changed.
a superstar,
Yeah.
or like somebody is elevated beyond all of us,
See,
our
the
level,
awards he was winning
that
at the
particular
time,
person would
hottest.
end up charging more than
Yes.
the average rate.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that now becomes a new level.
Yeah.
You know. So yes.
and
so
then he became the hottest at a point.
exactly. So
Could win
if
6
Kwaw
awards
is saying
overnight.
that, he's also right.
depends
So
on
like
that.
we're
And it
saying,
got to a point,
it depends
someone
on
came to change the
the
scene.
hotness
Adam,
of each of
you
the
are done.
levels.
You are done. Okay.
Still the king of the street.
Oh, once a king, always a king.
You've not been dislodged by anybody.
Oh, nah, my throne is mine. You know, there are other people who are also kings in their little thrones. But
Little tunes.
of course,
Yours is
you
bigger.
know, Kwaw is if you talk about madness, if you talk about street, it's Kwaw. Now we have photocopies who have copied and they are trying to be like Kwaw, and they are doing their thing.
Who are they?
You know it. Just go out there, you will see people who are trying to be crazy like Kwaw, who are claiming street, but all those things have done it.
But the notion is that
Wait.
those people are also commanding huge
Oh yeah, I
numbers.
respect that. It's time. It's you see in
Somebody like Wale, for example.
Yeah, I respect
Shatta is
what
commanding
Shatta is
huge
commanding.
numbers
Yeah, that
for
is
the streets. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You know, there are errors.
Yeah.
Abedi Pele's time.
Yes.
Abedi Pele, nobody could compete with him.
True.
Then came the Samoa Giant days, the Stephen Appiah's days. You can't tell me that today because we have Kudus, you will tell me that Stephen Appiah is nobody.
Oh, yes,
Or
somebody.
you see,
Somebody.
he is a king in his own on his own throne.
Okay.
And we have the new cats who are also kinging on their.
They also do what?
They are king. You know, they are kings on their thrones. But we know that who is the overall king of kings. They are kings and they are king of kings.
So you are which one?
I'm king of kings. You know, all these kings, they look up to me. You know, they all tap into my.
This is Hits.
Once I saw the artwork of Kwaw Kese on Daybreak Hits, I knew we were going to get a lot of sound bites, and I was ready for all the juice and all the drama that came with it. But one particular story that popped out from the interview was that he said that rappers who switched were not actually called; they were not original. Let's listen to that part of the conversation.
I feel good in a way because, yeah, Soneso, you know, we are sieving the odd ones out so that the real ones can stay. Imagine we have 100 rappers right now doing hip life. It will affect my shows.
Okay.
What I say.
Okay.
So, this game is meant for the original to stay and the fake to fade out. So immediately, that moment you realize that, oh, rap is not paying, so I'm going to do this. It means you have never been original about the rap thing. Because people are still doing rap and eating. So why are you not eating? It means there's something you are not, either you were not a rapper before, you force yourself, or you are scared of the future, so you just know, oh, now Afrobeat is all over the place, so let me go and join them. The moment you go and join them, our numbers do what? It goes down. Opportunities comes high because the numbers have gone down. When they are looking for rappers, so to me, it's good. It makes the real rappers stay alive and the fake ones die out.
This is Hits.
This is Hits 103.9 Showbiz Review Extra. I love this part of the conversation. I enjoyed every bit of it. Make sure you stick here, stick to Hits FM every morning, Monday to Friday, daybreak hit. That's where you get the juice. Because J for juice, you know, you go get time in the morning right here. I enjoy this conversation because I love rap. I love rap music so much, and for Kwaw Kese, as a former rapper, rapper Mwako.
As a failed rapper, please.
No, as a former failed.
But you are
No.
still,
As I still do, there are no fail.
you are in the failing phase. So as a failed rapper,
As a former rapper.
But rap didn't a problem.
Rapper
Brand
Mwako.
piano.
guys, you guys.
No, my rapper Mwako, they ever sign me.
Slim.
Everybody will sign me.
When I was coming, the Uber guy that picked me. I was coming.
No. Change the word.
Yeah.
No, I want you to be happy like that. When I was coming, the Uber guy, he's called Isaac. He's listening. He tuned in too. I was listening on my phone, but he tuned in. He opened the thing, and I was like, "Hey, Adam, Adam will use 6 hours to do his submission, and when you are doing your own, he will still come in and add more." Charlie,
Now you've heard it from
the horse's own mouth.
That being said, you are not a horse.
when the parents.
No,
Yeah.
yesterday we had a special meeting on them.
Hey.
So
Board-
you are our next project. don't
Board
worry.
meeting.
Yeah,
Board
meeting.
affair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with his how he contributes on this show. We had a meeting on you.
And
So
then where the doctor declare, I am big.
No,
case.
then I'm happy. It means that they can't increase your. It's okay.
Okay, so should I go in?
oh, feel free.
Oh,
I
yeah.
say I feel no abante.
Aye, I
Mama
feel
ma
no-
ekwan so boko.
Onyame adom.
Mama unsuo.
Aye.
But everything okay?
We are on it. We are on it.
No, everything okay. Hospital, they say.
In America, we are on it.
As you know, pregnancy can be very.
Hey! Okay, Sandy Baba.
Till your time is running
Pregnant.
Okay. Okay, so Kwaw Kese is saying that a lot of rappers who have switched to singing are not called rappers.
They are not original.
They are not original rappers. That's a difficult conversation because some of them have switched, but on the rap field they could battle him hands down. That is one thing I can say for sure. But the conversation also becomes that at some point, depending on your career plan that you have, especially if the music is your first and last and your contingency, it be the music. At some point, you have to know that it's not just about the talent; it's about feeding and paying for even the talent that you say you have. So a lot of artists, let me give a very typical example, like Kim Paluta. Even up until now, that he has done a lot of hip life songs, high life songs, and he has gotten nominations and awards for it. If we put him in the booth with some of the people that claim that theirs has been up and down, just rap, he will chew and spit you out. What he has said. But what necessitated the switch? To say they are not original is just to overlook one of the big problems in the industry, especially when it comes to the rap fraternity. One out of a lot.
that make it and become the big. And even that, at some point, you can see that the kind of songs that they are doing, is either they are getting a singer to sing and then they get to rap, or sometimes when it becomes critical, you see them also singing some of the songs and then they rap. Because they know that it's culture has say no. Obi be wedding now. Me interview Kwame Eugene. Or say somebody call you for wedding. What is to be a fair rapper? Say rap on me wedding that. But he wants a singer to come.
Somebody.
How often do you see that? That's compared to Senya Kimpaluta switch ya onya boy as a rapper. How many times was he doing weddings?
No,
And
if we put Kimpaluta in the idea,
no, but that's what I'm saying.
But
There's
if you
always
said
one
rapper there,
person
who's
as
Sarkodie
compared
playing
to the lot. How many rappers like Sarkodie got a chance? But I can name 3 singers who get that chance. What you're saying? So as I said, it is one out of many who gets that opportunity to stand out, and that is Sarkodie. Look at the list behind, from the Amrados to even the Kofi Kinata and co. These are people who can still rap. When you say whoa, they can still rap. But you see, for them to be able to sustain even the rap that they love, because mind you, Kepaluta or born a hit in area was also called rap or remember say because it is there. But is it something that is able to sustain them enough to even want to try it as a hobby? Because if you don't take care and get something that keeps you going, keeps your name going, at some point, the rap and the passion will not be enough. No matter how original you are not original than the comma. What you are saying. So the fact that he thinks, it baffles me that he thinks that those who sing now are not original rappers. Because as I said, some of them, if we put them in the booth with him right now, I
want to ask Robert this question. What do you think is the issue with rap music as a genre that is, pushing or not making it commercially, or let me put it this way. Is rap music commercially rewarding?
Yes, it is.
In Ghana.
In Ghana,
yes,
okay, let me.
Yeah.
In Ghana.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So what do you think necessitated the move or the switch from, rap to singing from some of the artists, top-notch artists, and you are with the scheme, you are with Ghana Music Awards, so you understand that there's been years that we have artists winning Best Rapper of the Year. The next year they are in High Life Song, Artist of the Year or High Life Song of the Year, competing heavily with singers and all that. What do you think if they push them to do that, then switch and things?
Okay. Let me answer the first question first. Rap is commercially rewarding. If it's not working for you, it means you haven't found the formula.
Okay.
Have some people found the formula? Yes.
There's a formula?
Yes. They are working with it and it's working. So you haven't found the formula.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. Otherwise, we'll not have a billionaire being a rapper.
True.
Yeah? Billionaire being a rapper.
Yeah.
Come to Ghana. Sarkodie represents that heavily. Manifest represents that heavily. Medical represents that. I mean, all I'm saying is that people are succeeding as rappers. We're good? All right. Now, let's come to...
So we've established...
I beg. The medical part.
Yeah, but
the medical... Is it rap?
No, that's rap.
If you know the kinds of rap that exist, Charlie...
No, I know it be rap, but me, I'm a doc, no, dear. Okay.
Heavy, biggie, jiggy, jiggy. That one said if you listen. Heavy, biggie, jiggy, jiggy.
Charlie, Yeah, so essentially, so that's the first part that exists. So if you haven't found it, just means you haven't found the formula that works for you, that can unlock the market for you to be able to make some cash and keep on being commercially successful. So you need to figure it out. That's one. Now, the second part about people switching and all of that, I think that we need to understand a few dynamics within the space. Some people are just, their artistry is found in only one genre.
Okay.
And some people are artists and they embody multiple genres. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm an artist, I can play in multiple fields because I have the juices of high life coming to me. I want to express it. I have the juices of reggae coming to me. I want to express it. I have the juices of rap coming to me. I want to express it. Why? Because I experimented in all these fields and all of them I'm doing well. And at some point, you can say I'm a rap artist, but really I am an artist. I started off as a rap artist on my journey into doing music, but the reality is that I have more in me than just rap.
Okay.
So I want to express these other things. You understand? It's just like saying that, what do you call it? DJ Slim started off, or he came to the limelight as a DJ. You know that. So every day, if you think of, if he's a host of a program, it's not acceptable. What do you mean it's not acceptable?
I have to play music.
But is that the only thing you know? No. So we can't say that by force. This is the only field you should be in. If you're expressing yourself in any other field, go work. No, it doesn't make sense. That's why, in fact, what they are saying now, nobody should define themselves by their career anymore. Define yourself by your abilities. You understand what I'm saying? So I studied accounting. I became an accountant. So the next moment you see me holding the microphone and rapping, I say, hey, why? Why I say I can't?
Because I feel
go fit, that kind of stuff. So all I'm saying is that these artists have the ability to play in multiple fields. Allow them to experiment because they are artists. And, they have to connect with their center and be at peace with themselves by expressing themselves, through the abilities that they have been given. And that's exactly what they are doing.
Do you think Ghanaians are finding it hard to understand this as a...
Maybe it's not Ghanaians. Maybe sometimes it's also... Well, maybe it's a fraction, and that's fine. Okay. But then again, we who sit on radio every day need to be able to throw the light. And that's the reason why we are called pundits, which also mean experts, which also means that knowledge must precede opinion. Within our space, knowledge must precede opinion, always. You understand? So when it comes to Kwaw Kese's submission, I understand what he's saying, and I agree with him to a certain extent.
What extent?
That some people are not necessarily original in a particular field, and that is why they leave. Because in some cases, after a while, those who are original, they stay there. But those who are not may leave. So on one stretch, it makes sense. On the other stretch, it doesn't apply to everybody. Because for others, they are artists. So they choose to express themselves in multiple fields. And for others, again, it depends on the journey of their career. I started off thinking that rap was the way. And then dynamics changed. And I switched to my other side, which is still me. And that one seems to be serving, the purpose that I wanted to serve. So I'm at liberty to go in that particular area. It only still means I'm an artist. It doesn't mean I'm not original. I'm original to me. Not original to maybe a genre, but I'm original to me because I have all of these things dwelling in me. So we need to appreciate the evolution of people as well, because people start off, experimenting. They always throw stuff into the space, and then you get feedback, and based on the feedback, if it's working, you go on. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So for me, there are multiple sides to it, and I just wanted to throw light on the angles.
Which side would you want to touch on, Zeal?
Wait, so one artist that I think has a future in reggae dance, is Amrado.
Okay.
Amrado.
He released a reggae tune.
See that guy. If you're tired of singing, I'm telling you, try reggae. Amrado. Oh Jesus.
I'm gonna tell you something too. A lot of I have people who listen to Black Sherry's song, and then they go like, I can hear this song on reggae instrumentation. The way they sing, but you go hear some reggae, like it's interesting. So you
catch Amrado not send on the reggae songs.
Oh, he has. I've listened to it. He has one out.
What's a Black Sheriff? Don't Forget Me. It's a reggae tune.
Yeah.
You not listening, man?
Maybe I know listen and play.
I'll play it after this one.
So for me, I think it's every artist. From where I sit, I would say every artist starts with experimenting the industry or the music world, and it's only a true artist who will find himself and stick to that particular genre. Some people also explore. And now when you are speaking to an artist and you ask what genre do you do, the person says I'm versatile.
Yep.
It looks like even musicians, they don't want to really be associated to a particular genre of music. They are more like, oh, I can do this X, Y, Z. And for what Kwaw said, I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him till he says she wants to do Afro dance over there. I don't agree with him because
in panditry.
maybe I know so here.
You want to pandit in Afro dance all vibes.
I am true to myself, not to a career.
You're original to yourself.
Original to myself.
True to self.
Queen promise. Queen promise. Okay, let's go.
True to self, I've been my end to us.
He doesn't know how to use his
So as I was saying, so the likes of who, when I'm in very example, Befa, Amrado. Oh, it's me, but
I'm sorry.
Amrado Kimpaluta. When you listen to their rap, you know that these people are good rappers. Medical. When Medical came fresh, you listen to his rap and you go like,
Charlie. I buy my first car.
And there's one that he did. He was singing like other rappers and all that. I've forgotten the title of that one.
Connect.
You listen and you know that Charlie. Now we have a full rap guy who might not even think about commercial rap. But then again, as time evolved, now Medical most of the times is doing commercial rap, something that is yes, commercial rap where your boy, it's not just about judging according to the rap scheme or delivery and all that, but also how you bump your head to the song, you vibe with it. But honestly, I don't think it's a sin to switch or try other genres. If you're an artist and you feel you can do it, do it. And Strongman has started singing. I saw one of his songs where he was singing. I will not go in for that.
The one they call Ghana rap software. They give me. Moisha.
Yes. Obrafo is singing. So it's Ocean.
You know, yes, Sakode way they sing.
Sakode is singing.
Yeah,
Lyrical Joe.
Sakode did
What else? I think the singing is paying more than the rap.
Of course, Kimpaluta saw on that plane.
Yes, because we have receipts for that. Kimpaluta, how many years now or rap here? How many years? 15 and over. 15 and over. But at the end of the day, or transited to singing, he's all over the place. And that doesn't take away the fact that he's still a rapper. If you poke him or poke any of these artists, are more airtonium now, they'll come in hard at you. Joey B has started singing. But on any rap verse or bed deliver, you know that this is a rapper. So I think they should just explore. We should allow our artists to try new things. Our ears are ready to listen and enjoy new stuff. And not of the regular 1, 2, 3 in India, man. They should try new stuff. They should allow them.
Adam. Oh. Mr. Chotome.
TJ Slim.
Chotome.
TJ Slim. You see, this conversation. This conversation, it's really.
It's like meat pie.
You see, that's what you say.
Open it, there's meat inside. If you close it, there's pie outside. It's meat pie. Let's go on.
For when you look at music generally, how does a musician make money? The areas of making money are there, from streams, merchandise, ambassadorial deals, performances, among other activations. So does the rapper have access to some of these streams of revenue? Yes. So for me, if a rapper is having access to all of these, and it gets to a point he feels he is not having access to these streams of revenue and need to, revise the business model, I don't see any problem with it. if a rapper decides to sing. Because EL has said it that rapping was giving him all the fame and other things, but some singing brought him the revenue. And we've heard rappers, do say that. However, there are some rappers who have also stayed in that lane and still been able to generate a lot for themselves and have even be bigger than those who switch to rap, to sing. Sarkodie, number one example. Reggie was successful with rap.
100%.
Yeah, you understand? Yeah. So it's for me, I see it as decision for people, life decisions for people. Because at times, some of them maybe Felice say, oh yeah, hey, you get bars now. Not bars, no, for academic ma. He cannot continue to do that. And if he believes that there is some tweaking he can do to bring him the revenue and still has that rap talent, a show more. So, I for me who say too much of a big deal. It's not a headache. It shouldn't be a headache because it's people's personal decision.
Yeah.
As the DJ Slim will say, may die.
Rapping.
No.
Rapper.
Ni radio Kumasi. Also, may die. May podcast.
Yeah.
I know there were people. You got messages from some of the listeners, but at that moment it was your personal. You think that if I take this step, it will bring me this.
Mm-hmm.
So you were looking at you as a person, your today and your future, and that made you take that bold decision.
100%.
But the listener will say, show no, any show no, tear no, and money what they go on. So the also, on the side, you understand. So it's always, the decision is with you. How that change can affect or not affect you. At times, you can even make the change and be wrong, but you learn from it.
Exactly.
So we are best switch from rapping to singing. So unlike other people on switch so like and fine. So for me, I see
the
more
voice
purely.
Capability no day.
It's more of
you get ability, but you don't get cap.
So it's more of personal.
So
it's more of a personal decision, and it'll be a big deal for me like that.
It's never a big deal. a artist. He is an artist. Guess who is speaking?
We don't.
You know what time
Hey,
it
there's
is.
only one person who speaks this way. Hey. Oh. Make a call himself. He should listen to us. Hey.
But you guys should watch out for something about to drop very soon. Well, artist manager and entertainment critic Boo God has expressed concern over the current trajectory of Ghana's creative industry, and he's saying despite the abundance of talent and resources, he noted the sector suffers from lack of vision and a clear growth strategy. Speaking on the chat on Channel 1 TV during the discussion about Sarkodie's Rapper Wale homecoming concert, Bulldog lamented the industry's continued failure to fully harness its potential. Now, I keep saying, make I do my Bulldog impression.
Sharp.
I keep saying this all the time, huh? We have everything. We have the resources. We don't have sense to use them. Shall I get Anilam?
Yeah.
Anilam. Fantastic. He said that we don't have sense to use them. We don't have to go elsewhere to do anything. We have everything here, he said. Now, he noted that while Ghana boasts of immense creative talent, progress has been hampered by poor planning, inadequate investment, and weak institutional support. Bugol called on stakeholders, including government agencies, corporate bodies, industry leaders, to adopt a more strategic and visionary approach to developing the creative economy, stressing that mindset change is the key to unlocking its full potential. Mindset change is the key to unlocking its full potential. Now, I was having a conversation with Boo in Kumasi, I think hours before the Rapolic event, and in line with this same conversation was like, do you know that the field, if they had pitch covers, SAC would have been, or the Rapoli concert in Kumasi would have been like, they would have gone for a much bigger space. And looking at the rush for tickets and the euphoria in town and all that, they would have been able to sell. I was telling you, yeah, because I went around town. Definitely, street is watching. Mehiti street, and I was speaking a lot, like lots of info on the ground that people were actually moving for tickets, and therefore the demand for tickets shot up the prices. I said this, that if price and a cost through even by 2 or 3 for even the standard, still people would have bought it regardless. Now, he was saying that looking at the number of sporting events that happen during the year and the amount of money that it's generating for the NSA, that is, if you're looking at the stadium as a facility to generate money through sporting events alone, one musical concert, I'm beating her, it might push it a little bit closer or even be at par. So why don't you and push it, like if it's not the same as a sporting event, one musical concert?
It's more than.
I'm just saying.
Maybe we are being too
kind.
One event might cater for 3 or.
Let me polish it a little bit.
Okay. Right.
So that I don't look down.
A little bit, maybe if for example, if you say maybe like 50, then that's like a little bit.
But one,
if you are paying about 200K.
I told you the last time that I was there. League decider, title league decider, Kotoko Mediama. I could count the number of people at the stadium. As against the Rapoli concert, where Charlie, if somebody there inside where you won't go, we say how the person go. You for just stand there and we that be the final. Yeah, how are you going to get out and come back? So I'm just saying that if we try as a group of people, and that was what Boo was telling me in line with it, said, oh, Charlie, we have everything. It's just a matter of looking or trying to change our mindset on this one. I don't know how you feel about this one, Rob. Let me start with you, and then Adam joins the conversation.
I think that if you look at the caption, it gives a different impression. from what he's actually saying. And so for me, every time I always come back to the people who also do the write-ups because they'll finish if they'll paint you in some colors be on your image. Then when you go and read the story, be different matter. You know what I'm saying? So those are the challenges. So what he's trying to say is that there is something missing. We have a missing ingredient. We have all resources available. The missing ingredient is that intel or that mental capability to be able to translate this into commercial value, or to be able to translate it in such a way that it benefits us to help in the growth and development of our system. Essentially, that's what I'm getting from this whole conversation. And he's right. Because we have a lot of resources from... Let me just move out of the music zone. Get to every space you can think about. Why is the West interested in Africa? Why do we have the fact that in 1884 the different countries met in the West to be able to decide who was going to take which portion of Africa? It's because of what is in Africa. But we are here. Question is, what are we doing with what we have? So really, what is missing is the ability to perceive value in what we have and translate whatever we are doing into some form of success that benefits us, and that's what's missing. And so yes, bring that to the music sector and it's the same. You understand what I'm saying? Because things like, even if you listen to the kind of sounds that we have from our traditional setting, that's a lot. I don't know how many of that has been commercialized. Currently, we haven't commercialized Jama properly. But if you project Jama in the right light...
Bring your phone.
Maji.
I've seized it.
If you project Jama in the right light, I believe it's like a fertile ground that we haven't really considered heavily. Because Jama, when you raise some Jama-related song, the whole nation, you are rallying the entire nation. But
Friday, Brahima. Brian, imagine me phone to me, ma back up.
I hear you, but today is not Friday.
Oh, you've heard that song?
We have here. We have teens.
So I now basically we purchase our own somame.
So all I'm saying is,
time out has ended.
Charlie, he has a point, not even a point, a major point for that matter. So let's just take note of that. I think if he's saying we have everything, maybe the thing we don't have, that be the thing we for go find, because it was like we shouldn't go anywhere. No, that one we for go somewhere and go and get that particular insight and then come in and change our rules essentially. Because Charlie, I think that's our biggest problem.
Adam, what do you think is missing?
It's infrastructure funding. I mean, at times you can have all the strategic plan, the vision you can have, but at times the famekono. So, and that is where he
the no
so the NKF.
So you can have all the plans and everything, but if the structures are not in a way that they can be financial rewarding, which people can be able to get back some of the investment they make and would be able to reinvest with what they get, it will be difficult for you to even share an idea with somebody to come in and help you. That, oh, Charlie, if you bring this amount of money, you can do this. And the person's like, how, after they do this, how would they come, go? Well, the money is what, the revenue, the returns is what will determine, the sustainability of the space. So it is why we need to ensure we put proper pressure on the right places for them to do the right thing, so that people are not just losing out revenues which should have come to them. Because if it happens that way, regardless of the ideas and everything, it will be difficult. And also, if we do not have the right infrastructure to be able to support our craft, it will be like your talent in the crank, because you will not be able to have that enabling environment to be able to grow the craft. So for me, I believe we have a lot of talent, but when it comes to certain things to enable and empower, the other thing we were talking about the fact when Kidi was here, how artists get to a certain point where they have to, from stars to a certain superstar, and it becomes a challenge. And at times, some of these enabling environments may be difficult, crippling that talent. So you think that, okay, Ghanaian artist here, he cannot go to a certain level just because of some of the limitations. I mean, so if we are able to, we need to learn the best practices who are giving more to the talent, because it's not only the talent. So you need to learn from the best practices and put those strategies in place so that at the end of the day, the talents, everything you have will have that positive outcome. Else, we go be here like that. The sense in there, I think the sense day, we have the sense day, but some things, they make the sense or they come out well. And I think we you do baby. Yeah, check. You understand? Yeah, check. This just a little example. Richie, when he decided to put down or take off his boots and create a certain enabling environment with funding, look at what he created up to this time, the impact. So it tells you that infrastructure and funding can empower some of these talents and creatives we had. So without that, it will be difficult for us to see.
So Bulldog's point is that what Richie has done is a function of his mind.
Yes.
The sense.
Yeah.
So it is that sense,
that we don't have.
That's the missing
to
ingredient.
All the
that thing.
We don't have in abundance.
Richie
shows that we have. We don't have in abundance.
You see, so
we do have,
and that is why I'm urging.
Not in abundance.
We have.
Have they say we have?
No, we have enough. Okay. When we get there.
Maybe the abundance to him. That's his
because he's been long, like he's decades in the game.
You see that back and forth.
So,
we forgo, then when they come, we forgo.
As a Wachebisa, and then
but now, boom. I mean, as we speak, I mean, for all of these years and potentials we've shown with stadium shows, and we cannot boast of maybe a 10,000 seater or capacity auditorium. Then it's like if you go to Ivory Coast, some of the auditoriums they have, it's really, really a worrying for our sector. We need the right investment in infrastructure and also the right funding mechanisms to be able to grow our craft because God has blessed us.
Okay. Tilly.
Okay. Everything that Robert and Adam have said is true.
But
the other one, I'm adding on, is what we need is selfless leaders in our various institutions, associations, agencies to make the industry move. And I'm going to base this submission on what Kidi even said.
Yeah.
On your own, you are able to brighten your corner. But at some point, you need other facets to work to move from just your corner to probably brighten your entire community. And that is where I think most of our people have been stuck in. So you mentioned Richie. Richie has done everything to brighten his corner. But what you are saying, the things that have to add on for him to probably be able to retire and still have a good life is not there. The people that have been put in place of places like that, the structure that we are calling, the people that have been put in place of those structures don't seem to care. They have the knowledge. I'm saying this based on my interaction with some of them. They have the knowledge. I'm telling you. They know what they have to do. But the broken structure benefits them, so they will not do it. Don't give me an example, I beg. Don't give me an example. I could have mentioned them, but I'm just saying my
microphone is off. Just focus. Talk to me.
They know the solution. I've sat with some of them, like he's saying, they know the solution. Some of them have people, private entities have reached out to them. Typical example, Nabil said on radio that the NSA reached out to him 2 years ago or 3 years ago to get the information for the field cover, page cover. He did everything for them. That is the Akufo-Addo government. They know what they have to do. They are thinking heads. They know who to even consult when they don't have that wherewithal up there. But as to whether they care about the sector enough to want to put our needs, the altruistic need of the sector ahead of their parochial interest, is the conversation. Somebody can, because of unknown interest, take an entire association to court. Then the activities, the reason why they are there to push the interest of the people, no, that one is stalled, because he is unhappy. The voices that we need, that have to speak to power and make things work for us. As long as more presidents, it's about their pockets and how they have to look good to the president. So they will never speak. And everything will be in shambles. But when you meet them one-on-one, and I say they have the solution, they just will not do it. Because they don't want to make selfish interest, as I said. They don't want to make their party unpopular. It's for that reason. Now that's what I'll mention him. Julieta Asante will sit in office for so many years, not have resources, yet will not talk. Because she doesn't want to make the party head unpopular. But will rather let the sector suffer than to speak up. But you will leave there, you come to tell us that this is really, after you have left. Really?
Time now.
When did you notice that you need a car to move? No, do you get it? So they have the ideas. I keep saying that with my small mouth and my hungry stomach, I am not the smartest person in this industry. They are smart people and they are in offices. They have been appointed. What I say, they are working, but as to whether they will put the interest of the industry first, and not in common.
That's the main lines of the
main lines of the issue.
Yes.
So they don't have leadership sense. I'm just trying to
see, and I tell
Adam, it's not your time. Adam, it's not your time.
So when you
No.
So what do they have? They lack selflessness sense. I'm just trying to use.
For the first time, Mano was so exploding.
Oh no!
Let's see what happens if you don't say
after
it.
Zeal, now mama 1 minute. So wrap it.
I think everybody has said it. I'm
just trying to work with Bulldog's sense into Ukana. Just trying to see. Yeah.
I think everybody has said enough. Nyamnebe is the fact that we have receipts of industry players at work that has yielded a successful event and as a successful output that we can show out there. A typical example, Global Citizen when they came to Ghana. Another example, Beam Festival at the Accra Sports Stadium. Another one is Rapperholic at
the
Homecoming. These are George Kwaw when it comes to theatre. He's actually one of the people using the National Theatre and now Shoko and all those things. We have people at places that, if given the infrastructure, given money, and not to talk about Mr. Robert and Shatta House, Ghana Music Awards, the amazing stuff they put together. Imagine if their government should build, let's say, a 40-seater capacity auditorium. And now we say that Ghana Music Awards is going to be held there. It's spacious enough for them to include certain acts into the artist's performance.
Do
you get it? And if you ask yourself that, would they be able to do it?
Microphone is off, don't worry.
If you ask ourselves, would these artists be able to do it? We will say yes. Stonebwoy has put up a beautiful VGMA or TGMA performance that it lingers in our minds every time the event is mentioned. So giving a big opportunity, yes. The sense, I'm swaying off the headline because the headline is different from the story itself. I don't know who decided to put that one there. But when we talk about individuals who would be able to make use of the resource. Even the little resources we have, they are making use of it and yielding results. We have people doing it. Tiniaka say, sometimes I don't want to include government in all of this, but it boils down to them. And the government are buying a bigger theater than what we have in a very good condition, and we are not using it. So you don't see people put up theater performances. We don't see people trooping there. Then we can have this conversation and leave them out. With the little they have given us, we are overusing it. We are overusing it. And it looks like they don't see the relevance in opening up or making it better. That's why we all sit here and say we are stuck at a level.
So they don't see it.
They don't see the sense.
So, Robert will fill in the blank spaces for us.
So you say they don't have performing arts sense.
They don't.
Implementation. Okay. I'm just trying. I'm asking a question. No.
Maybe I make the sense versus so don't worry about that.
If we are not getting people to have these kind of conversations, these are the output that will be put out there. Because at the end of the day, even people with their podcast are introducing us to new acts.
Yes.
Slim will introduce you to another act right now.
Sheldon
is doing. All of these people are doing it. But at the end of the day, Slim are in a part. Robert are in a part. Edem. Tilly they think we are in a part. Now it gets there. And now there's a blockade. Right now, the most talk about what every artist I think want to do is to fill a stadium. How many pitch covers are available for us to do that? If the 3 S's or the 4 S's are to come together and have an event here in Ghana, we are all preaching unity. Can Promise, Kiddy, Stoneboy, Shatta Wale, Samini, Sako, the Omuna Bim say we want to. Omuna back together, and say we want to do something. Where are we going to do it?
Why should they want to do something?
Why you know you don't have space? Why you know you don't have space?
No, but it's a
so
question.
We don't have event sense and another.
Venue sense.
And aside
where are we going to do it? And if you ask me, do we have people who will be able to put together an event like that? Yes.
Oh, they do.
Do we have promoters who are willing to?
Yes.
Good.
But you see, so that
is where
venue sense.
Venue sense.
Venue sense, so they make sense.
Anyway, let me read some of the messages that we're having here.
But let me say kudos quickly, just so that it doesn't feel like it's one-sided. The reality is that some people are working.
Oh yeah.
And let's not, the conversation that we'll have it, we'll mention certain things that are not available. We'll mention what is available. And we know that there are people who are working.
Yeah.
But what we are asking for essentially is that everything should work together to be able to ensure that we have the growth and progress we are looking for. I think that it's been one person or a few folks within specific spaces doing the most, but what we need is a synergistic effect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Synergy.
Synergistic
what's the English again?
That's a synergistic sense.
Synergistic sense.
So that right now I've moved from the bulldog
so now
zone.
we are
So you guys
adding.
feel free. That's what we need, and we need all of these things working together. So essentially people should understand we have a lot in place, and we need to be able to utilize the resources we have.
another one.
Also, 1 minute.
Be me where I will take give you.
If you will decide.
You can't.
You decide.
Today you are the host.
Say please.
And then they show no host.
And then they show
I'm telling you, this whole world, if you only God.
You have a spiritual sense.
Yes.
No, you can't go without my permission, because whatever you are saying is not on radio.
Don't you have apologetic sense?
I will give you that 1 minute. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold your horse.
At your own time.
At my own time.
Hey, I'm a penny. And the show we will host. Hey, God.
You say, and right, a meeting. It's a meeting every new day, new rule. But new day, new rule. I'll say this. It's like it's just like having all the factors of production. You can apply anything. Which one for A, B, C, it will give you results D, right? You can do let's say E, F, and it will give you results G. But for you to maximize it, there are also certain things that you also need to do. We say way potential was true, way potential was. So it's the same thing, knowing that this sector needs this, and you way and maximizing it. You have all the factors available, but to maximize it, that is what we need to do. Exactly, that is the maximization sense.
This thing you drop. This thing you drop right now has highlighted one thing I think that we probably failed to mention. Yeah. What we need are people with entrepreneurial spirit then. True. Because if you have all the factors of production, the only ingredient missing is an entrepreneur. Yeah. The person comes, steps into the space, puts everything together, and makes sense out of it, really. Exactly. So we need not just people who have knowledge, but people with the entrepreneurial spirit who are not willing to back down, who are willing to turn stones into gold or dig, whatever, like visionaries and all of that.
I think the industry, we have that. One example, one group of people that I would say have been very entrepreneurial in as much as it is their job, as in talent-wise, is artists and how they've been able to build themselves. Some of them even go to the extent of creating labels to get others on. Other examples would be the Richie Mensah and Co. who they utilize what they have. They have done that. Now the point here, aside everybody utilize what me cram it here. My creative podcast. Every week you too every week you get it. For the entrepreneurial thing, we are doing our part. Let's go on TikTok right now. See the number of young people on TikTok trying to make something for themselves. It's not as if they are not getting views. They are getting views, but they are not getting money. Simply because there hasn't been a conversation that says, yo, TikTok, pay our people.
Yes, so what I'm asking for is not just the creatives being entrepreneurial. I'm talking about everybody within the space. So, for example, if I'm a social worker, but I have entrepreneurial spirit, I will go beyond my 9-to-5 role and responsibility. I'm looking at what does it take to be able to change the
every sector needs that.
Every sector needs that. That's what I'm saying.
Synergy,
not just
the synergistic
effect.
Sense. To have a maximization sense. 1 minute for you. You have to
a minute.
I think there is one thing we left out. I think oversense too.
Oversense.
Killing us.
AKA oversabi.
Overwise.
And this is, found in what Soka Safo wrote this week about when an opportunity came, an enabling environment, Xylophone Art Fund, where they were giving creatives money to do productions and almost production, paying back the loan, interest-free loan, and not a problem. The money where no interest deal, go get for any bank. You will get stories. Meanwhile, production is successful. Yeah. Some of them, they said they call them, they know they even pick the call. And these same people, when Xylophone mother company, Men's Gold, had problems, he said some of them were on radio and TV talking, laughing like they were happy because company nego. Meanwhile, coaches went here. So at times, the oversense, the way people are not honest with each other. Oh, say, just to be honest with him and give him back or the returns or something. Oh, Charlie, so now pick you, inipa buy and also stories. Next time, if you go, go mind you. Maybe you go take some sponsorship. Oh, I go do this. I throw people so so now on yet. Obey the promise he give, go Anna. The oversense, today.
Okay.
So the oversense we for watch them.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Tilly. Thank you so much, Zeal. Thank you, Robert. I have a couple of messages in here as we wrap up this morning. This one says, good morning, DJ Slim. It's on record that Kim Promise and the GFA collaborated on a song for the Black Stars campaign in 2022, and Kwaw Kese had a song with Small God on it as well. That is Mark from Ashoman. This one says, good morning to you all. Maybe the approach was bad at the moment, although Stephen went too far about it. It might also be it might also be he said it in a jovial way. Salom Katako Edem is also here saying we Ghanaians, we are ungrateful. We don't believe in our own people. If I'm Otuado after tomorrow's game, I'll leave the job for them. We are ungrateful and we have to remember Kwesi Appiah. Romeo say, also sensing in the text saying, good morning, DJ Slim, and your wonderful panelists. Romeo, watching you guys live from Comsys. I think Shatta Wale was too harsh on Madame Grace. Big ups to all the Comsys staff, especially Rasku Kubetes. Collins Arthur Senior saying, watching you live from BNE. This one says, Viola's sound is exceptional. The whole songs on Viola's EP is lit. Give 8, give me the teacher inside a shaman being on the chart since last year. Wow, I have no idea. Also, I understand street to be the underprivileged. Gomeje solo hit. He's saying Kwaw is oh no, I'm not gonna allow this. DJ Slim, the Kwaw streetism thing is simply how he introduced the stubborn character, like openly smoking and making the youth feel his vibe and accepting that it's okay. Now they have someone that can relate. They can relate with in the music industry. Wale is holding the torch now, and Stonebwoy is suffering to catch up because he hides his ish. Last one for us to wrap up. Kofi Luma is saying, good morning, please. I think government needs to collaborate with Shatta Wale because of control he has on the street. I think government should do that. I think government should.
they are doing that with the vice.
Yeah. And what's his name?
Yes. Government should do that. Well, thanks a lot for joining us.
Slim, big shout out to my man, Cartel stuff.
But not vibes.
No, Cartel.
Without the vibes.
Okay. No, this one be with Tavern. Cartel's Tavern at Dome, K-Boat. He be solid guy, Charlie.
Okay,
Open
thank you.
place
Thank you, Adam. Yeah.
Check it out. Yo, 1, 2.
This is Hits.